Jasmine's on the line in Atlanta, Georgia. Jasmine, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How
Hi,
are you?
Jasmine. I am living the dream. What can I do?
Good. So this is both a follow-up and a question based off of that follow-up.
Okay.
I need to know if I should ignore the red flags that my dream job may not be a dream job. I called about a year ago when I first graduated from law school, and I was trying to figure out if I should take this job as an environmental attorney. This job did not exist, but that's what I thought my dream job was. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was interested in. Or take a job, that made money. So you said, proximity principle, get around people that are interested in that do that. I go to conferences and do all of that. I'm the most loyal follower of the proximity principle.
Oh, good.
However, I took a job, just to make money until I could find something in that field.
Yeah.
Stayed at that job about 6 months, and an opening came up at a place that had an environmental department. Now, my offer wasn't in that department, but I knew there was a potential that I could get over to environmental. Took that job. Apparently, all the attorneys and people that work in that section hate it. They don't enjoy it. They don't enjoy the work. They've all cautioned me to not do that.
Why?
So I guess
Why do they all hate it? Did they give you reasons?
They're not, and I think it's an office culture sort of thing.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at. Is it the work of being an environmental lawyer, or is it the culture, the environment that they're in?
It may be the culture because I'm looking elsewhere for the same reason.
Well, wait a second. So hold on a second. So I can't answer your question until you get clarity on that. So you've had the feedback with these folks. Go back to them and go, hey, why is it that you want to leave? Is it because the work of being an environmental lawyer is just bone crushing and it spits people out? Or is it this particular law firm and the leadership culture and the team culture and blah, 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 blah? I mean, I think you know what the answer is, but you need to be absolutely clear on it, because then if your red flag is about being an environmental lawyer and you're taking that anecdotal evidence to maybe support the red flag, that's a wrong red flag, because it's not the work, it's the environment. Okay. Am I right?
You're probably right.
Is that why you're getting a red flag, or is there another reason?
That's why, but we've had conversations that the work just isn't interesting. It's not.
Okay, good.
I go to conferences like water conferences or, about recycling and plastics, and all that stuff is super interesting to me, but I'm thinking maybe the practice of environmental law.
Well, what is the practice? What is the practice of, and you don't have to answer this, but do you have the answer to this question? Yes or no? What does the day-to-day look like for an environmental lawyer? Have you found that out from those folks?
Yes, I interned at a few places during law school.
And what's your take? Is it boring or is it compelling?
Well, there are two sides. So there's the side that represents, people that are polluting, or people like bigger corporations, and there's the other side that's more nonprofit, sort of working for the little guy.
Okay, which side interests you and which side doesn't?
I'm definitely more passionate about the nonprofit side, and the side where these people work are like government.
Okay, well then there's your answer.
Yeah.
Meaning this, you've got a red flag about the big corporate side, so go hang out with some people that are in the side you want to be in and find out if there's still a red flag.
If that's any better. Okay.
I mean, listen, Jasmine, you understand what I'm doing. I'm literally spitting back your information back to you, and you don't have an answer. So I can't tell you if the red flag is justified when you don't know what it's like on the side that you've identified you want to be in. So you've done a really good job of using the proximity principle, and I applaud you. But you're not dealing with all the information. I suspect that it's not a real red flag, and we've already discussed one reason. Well, you got people talking to you that don't want to be in the building, and then you have experienced what they're doing on the big business side, and it's boring. So you got two things there, and you're going, "Oh my gosh, this is a red flag." I don't know, but I don't feel like it is. I'll tell you why. You really enjoy going to conferences on water. That would make me want to jump off a tall building if I went to a conference to learn about environmental effects on water. Not that I don't think it's important. It's just not interesting to me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the very things that you would do and deal with, or certainly the topics you would deal with, the subject matter, the causes, the crusades you would deal with,
right.
it certainly does interest you.
It's not what they're doing.
Right.
It would be a different side of it.
But forget about them. I'm talking about Jasmine. I'm on Team Jasmine.
Okay.
All right? And I know Jasmine gets jazzed about that stuff. Right? You just said you did.
Yeah. That's true.
So hold on a little bit, because you've done everything right to this point. You really have. I mean, I applaud you. You are modeling the proximity principle by getting in and getting near the space. But now you've learned enough, and this is what proximity actually does, Jasmine. This is why I wrote the book. It allows you to clarify and verify. So you've clarified 2 types of environmental legal work. You've verified that the big government, big business going after the big boogeyman, whatever you want to call it, that's not your jam. So you verified that. So we have one last piece to look at. On the smaller shop side, the nonprofit, the smaller stuff, let's go hang around lawyers that are in that world. And then let's get clarity, and we'll clarify and verify that yes or no. Now, at that point, if there's still a red flag, because you go, man, just doing this all day, every day, I don't think it's the juice. Great. That's good information to have. Then we keep moving forward. And then you ask the question again, who do I most want to help with my legal prowess, right? What problems do I most want to solve in the legal area? What solutions do I most want to provide in the legal space? And we keep moving forward, keep getting in proximity, and then it gets super clear. Folks, this is not difficult. In fact, Jasmine calls with a little update. She's like, okay, Ken, I talked to you a year ago. This is exactly how it's supposed to work. This is where we get confident men and women who are very clear because they have stepped this thing out. They know exactly what they want to do and why they want to do it.